What's going on? It's Raul again. I know it's been a long time coming. I've been saying that I was going to post a video of my setup, but I actually have some time today, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to talk about kind of like how I started. We started the business up like in October of last year. We started small. We actually got the truck for free and just worked ourselves up from there up to this point now. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit about like what I ran into and stuff that we started off with, and then what I upgraded and all that. So and then if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. But before I begin, go ahead and like and subscribe, and then I'll be back here shortly. I'm gonna go ahead and head outside right now. Alright, so this is a setup right here. We actually upgraded from it was the 1999 Ford F-150. It actually was a lowrider. I actually replaced these rims right here. They did have some stock ones, but I upgraded to a 2019-2020 Silverado. I'm gonna powder coat these as well when I get this truck fully wrapped. That's the plan here. In a couple weeks we'll fully wrap the truck. Inside is not too flashy. It's just upholstery. It's a little dirty too, but yeah, I got these old school roll up windows right here. And then behind the seat right here, I got the Ibernanos stored back there. I keep all the polishes in a bag, which I'll show you right now in a second. So all my polishes, I got them right here. Usually always store this inside the house. Whenever I'm gonna go do a job, I'll take the bag with me. Has all my polishes. Has my polisher, the LHR 75 Echo. Some pads, and then some of my brushes. Little knife, detail brush, little pads. So this is the bag that I have that I keep inside the house, because I don't want to have these out here in this heat. That way the compounds don't go bad or don't clump up or liquefy because of the heat. So I always keep them room temperature on the inside. So I do recommend you guys do that. But overall, I got a good deal on the truck. So the main thing that I like is these compartments right here, because I can carry all my products right here. And I actually just do like a bungee, and I kind of installed like a little 3M clip over there to kind of hold the bungee and hold all these in place. Right here I have just a little bin with other extra stuff. I got like some air fresheners, some distilled water for my steamer, and then some other little tools I use as well. Got my foamers here, and backup foamer, and I got my bottles right here as well with the bungee as well, all hooked up. I was kind of looking into seeing if I can do something else right here, more permanent, so it's a little more organized. So if you have any ideas, comment below, and maybe I'll do a modification right here. Alright, so I move on over here. See these compartments. Onto the back side right here. This is my setup right here, how I have it. So I started off with pretty much nothing. I didn't mount these until after, but these I bought off Amazon. I'll kind of put a link of some of the major stuff that I got. That way it kind of helps you guys out a little bit, saves you guys a little time. But I got my Rupees right here mounted. This bracket, I actually mounted it right here as well. These other hanging clips mounted as well to kind of hang my my hoses, vacuum hose, steamer hose over there, and then mounted my reel over here. Alright, so mounted my air reel over here. I got my extension cord over here too, but my reel was initially mounted over here. You kind of see these holes right here. That's where it was initially mounted, but I moved it because I had to upgrade to this bigger generator that actually it's an inverter generator as well, and it actually it has 6,000 watts and 5,000 running. Really good. I do recommend this one. The only thing, we do got to carry this out every time we get to a job, but I got my boy, so we can do that easily. But yeah, now I moved the reel over here. All I did was drill holes on the bottom, 4 holes, make sure I didn't damage anything underneath, and I installed it, and it's really sturdy. Ran the hose right here. I got a 90, actually got a 90 elbow to install over here. There it is right there, the 90 I installed on there, so it can actually run up here. I ran it all the way, ran the hose up here, up this side right here, and then back into where the actual the air compressor is. And what I use that for is for the tornador, mainly for the tornador. Used to use it to air, like to actually dry the car with air, but I upgraded to an actual air cannon, which I'll show you here in a second. That's where I have that. I actually just put an extension right here on the air compressor because it doesn't reach, so I can actually connect it when I have it the generator on the ground. And then right here I mounted the my pressure washer hose. I had to add this right here. This one's expensive. I think it's from Mosmatic as well, like a swivel part 90, just so I can get that angle, because that's another issue you'll run into whenever you're trying to install this. It's not gonna be, it's only gonna come like this, and you're gonna have to connect it from here to there, and you're gonna kink it up too much. So I would definitely recommend this, which I'll put that in the description as well. That way it helps you guys out, because this made it a lot easier, gave you that angle you need to reel your hose in. That's definitely a thing you need to get for sure. And then here's my pressure washer. So I have the Honda 200 GX 200, which is what I used, and then I used the Landa pump, which I'll leave that in the description below too. I kind of built this myself because I got an idea from a buddy in California. He's detailing out there. He told me he has this setup, and it's really good. It's really professional, really efficient of what you would need to detail a car. But that's what I got. I initially installed it on the base here, from here all the way to the ground of the truck, but I actually added this base just to make it easier to service the equipment. So that's how I have that. But so what I'm gonna do now is show you guys, I'm gonna remove stuff like one by one and kind of show you what I have and how I have it set up in here. But before I do that, so this is where I mounted my guns right here. I ordered these on Amazon as well. They're pretty cool, pretty easy to install, just kind of like a strap over it. I use my gun and with the extension as well right here. Same thing over here. I installed a little bracket to have my extractor hose attached to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and start moving stuff out, and then I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, here I removed the actual the inverter generator. So this is what I'm using right here. It's quiet power technology. It's pretty cool because it tells you like the actual the percentage right here, from 50 to 100, so how much it's being used. With everything connected, everything electrical, the vacuum, all that, it's like at 75. So this really good investment for us. It's made us more efficient, a little faster. But I'll go ahead and continue removing some of the stuff, and I'll talk about what I have. So right here I got the rigid vacuum. This is the one that I kind of saw everyone, most of the detailers have. It's really compact, really powerful, 5.0 peak horsepower, 4 gallon. It's really good vacuum. Really recommend this one for anyone that wants to start detailing. And whenever you buy this kit, it comes with a crevice tool as well. The only thing, the crevice tool doesn't flex, so this is a good thing to have, the little crevice tool with the flex, because then you can get all in those little areas that around the seats and underneath the seats as well. Another thing that I have right here, it's really good. So I use a brush to get in between like the areas, like on the edges. I use this little brush, and then I'll vacuum it out. I also have this right here, really good investment as well, Lily brush. This one's a lifesaver. Definitely will save you a lot of time for pet hair. Alright, so I'm gonna start organizing this while I come out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and as I remove the stuff, I'll kind of talk about. So what I got right here is chemical guys for the buckets. These I'll leave them in the description below as well, but I use the 3-bucket method. Alright, so the 3-bucket method, because I use one for rims, which I have a color coded, so the grit, the actual guard on the bottom that catches all the actual the dirt and grime and stuff. I have it black, and that one I use it for rims. And then the other two I use for actual just for the car, but I use like I dip it and then I soak it in the actual clean water to prevent any scratches or anything from occurring on the paint. Alright, so take this down. Alright. So I got these yellow bins. These yellow bins work really good as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this stuff out right now. I'll be back here shortly. Alright, I got these yellow bins like I said. What I did, I kind of wrote on them like buffing pads, brushes, and drying towels, so I can know like whenever I have them, they're all the same, so I know which bin I kind of go into, and it just makes this a little faster. Alright, right here I got the VX 5000. This one's also a great investment. A little pricey, but really works very well as a steamer. It's really industrial steamer. No issue so far at all. Just the only issue is it does take a little while to build pressure. Probably about like 10 minutes. So another thing I would recommend, so what I do kind of to prepare, make it a little faster, I kind of prep this on our first job if we're going to use it. I actually run it here at home. I take it out, put it in the house, make sure it pressurizes with the water and everything, and then I go ahead and load it up. And by the time we get to the job, it's already pretty much pressurized, so I don't have to wait that 10 minutes. So it just makes this a little quicker, so we can start doing what we're going to do with it as quick as possible. Alright, so that's that. And then some more drying towels, microfiber drying towels that we have here. Kind of have them a little bit. Alright, so now right here is our extractor. This extractor is a little pricey as well, but it's really nice. It really works really well, and I'm gonna leave down in the description. So if you can see, this is the Mighty 8070 Mighty Light, 3-stage vac, 120 psi, 1000 watt heat, 115 vac, 18 amps. So with this one, it does take a lot of wattage from like the generator. That's why we had to upgrade, because it has a vacuum pump and a heater. But it's really good. I do recommend it if you guys are starting up to use this. For us, we actually started with this because we actually had some money saved up that we were able to use, so we went straight to the best out there. So I don't recommend you do that from the start. If you're just starting, you can start with a little smaller unit and it'll still work the same way. But since we were able to do that, we did that. I went and looked and did research, and I was able to actually get this unit right here. So I do recommend this unit. This unit is really good. Really does really well. And as you've seen from some of our pictures that we have, some of those restorations on the interior seats and carpets. So I do recommend this, the Mighty Light for sure. Add it to your arsenal. Next right here we got the ladder right here that I bought. This ladder I'll put in the description below. This one is a really good ladder as well. From some of the pictures, if you guys seen on our website, we did a big excursion, lifted excursion. This stand actually extends, the legs extend, and we're able to actually clean the top of that really well. So I'll leave that in the description below as well, and do recommend that for any detailer out there that needs something to stand on. It has a pretty good platform. I'll go ahead and pull that out and I'll show you here. Alright, so this is the stand that I was talking to you about. It has these little clips on the sides right here to lock it in place. Has one on this side as well, right here. But this is like lower to the lowest setting right here. Like I said, these right here, see these holes? You can raise it all the way down to the bottom. It goes up to probably about right here. Higher than the bed, definitely higher than the bed. But it was able to give our clearance that we needed to wash that truck. All right, so I'm not gonna take this compressor out, but I'll go ahead and show you guys and climb inside. This is what I use, the Fortress. I'll leave that in the description below. It's a 5-gallon 225 psi 5.1 SCFM and 1.6 horsepower. This one's really good. I had a smaller one before and didn't work that well, because what I was gonna intend to use it for was the actual to dry the car, right? But whenever I was using the air gun to dry the excess water from all the crevices, it would just the air would go out too quickly. So I upgraded to this one. I had no issue, but now that I don't use that, I actually use the air cannon. I don't really use that for that purpose anymore. I use it just solely for the tornado, or if I need to put air on my tire or anything on the work truck, or on just a daily driver. Alright, so I had to cut it because my camera was saying it was too hot, so I had to let it cool down. Alright, so where was I at? So talking about the air compressor that I only use for the tornado now. But as you see, this is where I have the tank right here. It's like a perfect fit from where these compartments are right here, from side to side. Like perfect fit. So I was able to like do some research, measure it out, and actually ordered that from Northern Tools. They didn't have it in stock, so I had to order it, but it's 100 gallons. It's perfect for what we need. I don't have to ever fill the tank up, the water up, if I'm doing, I usually do like maximum 3 cars a day on the weekend. So what I did is I strapped it right there to right there. And then I did have one of the guys from YouTube ask about the actual DI rinse tech, since I made that other video, the DI rinse tech. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of explain a little bit. It is hot out here. I'm like sweating in here, but I'll explain a little bit about the process that I took to do this right here. All right, so I got the pump connected. Usually this right here, this is the bypass valve. The bypass valve connects, normally it would connect to piece back here that I plugged. So what it does, when you squeeze a gun, the water comes out from here, from your line, right? But this bypass valve, whenever you let go, it's circulating that water from the bypass valve. So initially when you buy one, it'll just be short. It'll be from here and it goes back into this other line over here. And what it's doing is circulating that water just to prevent it from overheating. But since it doesn't go far, it's just right here, circulating right here, it's gonna overheat the pump. So they recommend, especially for this Landa pump, it was like about $600. They say that to not let it run for like a minute, over a minute, without constantly like spraying something down with the pressure washer, like actively using the water. So I just thought it was gonna be a little time consuming, kind of having to keep going and turning off the pressure washer and turning it back on. So I was like, you know what, I did some research, did this bypass valve. I ran it from here to all the way, if you follow it right there, all the way to the top of the tank. So what it's doing there, when I release the gun and it's not actually pressuring or spewing out any water, the water is going back into the tank. And now I'm getting fresh water from here, from the pump, all the way into the DI tank, and then into the pump, and then out the hose right here. So that's another thing how I connected it. I got the bypass valve, but then I got the line that comes from the DI tank to the pump. And this is the out of the DI tank, and then this is the in. So the water that comes from the tank, which is right here, if you follow it right here, goes all the way to where this pump is, and then the actual bottom of the tank. Now I was gonna do gravity. So if you're starting off and you're doing you're thinking of just doing gravity and not using a pump, I would definitely recommend getting a pump. And this one is perfect. 3 gallons per minute pump, or yeah, 3 gallons per minute pump. My pump right here, my Landa pump on the pressure washer, is also 3 gallons per minute, so it works awesome. Because sometimes you get your water level like really low. It's not gonna be gravity anymore. It's not gonna be sucking the water, because the pump, the Landa pump, or any pump on the pressure washer, it kind of sucks a little bit of water once it's on, but it's not enough to bring that water from all these hoses that you have set up. So I recommend, when you're starting off, definitely get an actual pump, because what that's doing, it's sucking the water out from here. What I have it is I put a filter right there, regular inlet hose. I got a quick disconnect right here just to service it quickly, and then the pump, I attached it right here. I actually bolted it to the side of the truck right here, made with some screws. It's really hard on there. And then this one comes with these quick disconnects. I bought some of these hoses, did some attachment. I actually did a Y right here. So the reason why I did this Y is just to release some of the air. Sometimes that builds up and it doesn't prevent the water from coming out. So I did this Y right here as well, you can see. And I just attached like a little short hose, and if I ever need to drain it out, I could drain it out here, stick it out the hole on the bottom of right here where I have the DI tank at. But like I said, this pump, I'll put that in the description too. You got, comes with, it didn't come with this button right here with these ports. You have to buy that separately, but that's a good investment as well to get, because now all I have to do is connect it to the battery and it's ready to go. So that's another thing. The battery, I probably charge it maybe twice a week, because you're not always using it, because the way that pump works, it turns on when it needs to, but then it won't run if it doesn't need to. So initially when you turn on your pressure washer, it'll run, but then it'll turn off when the pump is sucking out the sufficient water it needs. So that's why I really like that I use that one. Well, yeah, so I have it coming from here to the end of the DI tank, and then going to the out portion of it. And the way I mounted it here, I just used this little steel piece right here, little clamp, and then I clamped it to the back. I bolted it to the back of the truck right here with another little clamp. All right, I'm back, guys. I apologize if I keep cutting. It did the overheating of the camera again, so it's a hot day out here. So, all right, so I'm gonna just say it one more time. The way I have this, my pump with this bypass valve, and what that bypass valve does, when I let go of the actual handle, all that water, it's not going to circulate right here if you have it just right here short. So it's going to potentially overheat that pump and then damage all your seals. So I installed this bypass valve. So whenever I let go, all that water goes back into the tank, and then it's going to keep sucking in fresh water from here. And that's how it's circulating from here out. All that's gonna get all that fresh cold water from in there, and it'll keep that pump right there warm, not hot at all. So I've tested it out before too. I've ran it for like 10-15 minutes, touched the pump, and it's warm to the touch. It doesn't burn or anything, so I know it's working properly and it's not overheating. I could keep it running for hours on end and it would not overheat. So that's what I have experience with it. So, and really good pump, Landa. It's a really good pump. So, but the way I have it set up here, I use this, I leave it in the off position. So I'll show you on the other side here when I get out of the truck. But I always keep it in the off position, so all the water is doing from here, when it goes in, it's going on the off position. All it's doing is traveling through these pipes right here and then out into here into the regular water. So it's using just water from that's not deionized from the actual tank. So that's what I do on most of the time when I begin doing like an actual wash. So that's what I do first, rinse it with just that regular water, and then once I do the final rinse, then I go ahead and turn the valves to facing out of each other, and that's what's actually going, the water's going to the actual the tank, and then we're getting deionized water, so we don't prevent the client's car from getting water spots. So that's what I do to protect that. But that's pretty much how I have the setup here. I have the battery here. I haven't really mounted it or anything. It's just kind of loose in here, so I can take it out and in, but I'm definitely going to add something here more permanent, so it'll secure it, because sometimes when I come back here it's probably like slid forward a little or slid back a little. But that's pretty much about it in here. That's all I have. Another thing I wanted to show you, which I did kind of do a modification, was back here. So to fill up the tank, how would I fill up this water tank, right? Because it's like really deep into the truck. So what I did, I drilled a hole right here, got some fittings from like Ace, Lowe's, or Home Depot. I went to Home Depot and I got these fittings, drilled a hole into the tank. This is before I even put any water in it, because when you drill a hole into it, all those little shavings are going to be inside, so you want to make sure you vacuum all that up if you do this. But this is how I did it. Attach one of these hoses and I made a hole right here, and it goes out to the compartments. Well, I'll show you. The reason why I did this is to actually fill up the tank easily, like really easy. When before I think I did it once. I actually came in here and I filled up the tank with water once before I did this modification right here. But that one is like time saver for sure, because it's really quick and easy to fill up the water when I need it. All right, let me go ahead and step outside and I'll show you the rest of the setup that I got. Also, I installed this light right here. I just 3M'd it to the top, so whenever at night, if we ever stay late on a job, I can actually see it, what stuff we're putting away in here. But I got the truck as is. I didn't really do nothing to it. Only modifications are the ones that I'm showing you right now. So right here is where I actually did the modification to this one I did cut up with the Dremel tool. Cut all this area right here. And then what I did is I cut like the inside like felt that's on there. I just folded it over to prevent any of us from getting cut. So that's just one modification that I did do myself. It came out pretty good actually. Really happy of how it came out. And I did this because this DI tank, it was too tall, right? So I couldn't actually fit it in here like it is standing up. And you don't want to lay this down, you want to keep it standing up. So I did this modification. And then I just added this that comes with the electric pump that was over there on the inside, and then I 3M'd it as well, so it just stays here, and then I just have to turn it on and off when I need to, whenever I'm like priming the actual lines. But I always constantly leave this on. If I'm running the water, I'll leave this on constantly, and then whenever I'm done, I close the line, turn it off. That way you prevent any the pump from actually overworking itself, because sometimes when you have leaks, you'll have leaks in the lines, like little minor leaks, not too bad. Like sometimes I have a little leak right here, and then a little leak in the back over there. Not too much, not too bad, but it'll keep trying to prime the line. So to avoid that, I'll just turn it off. But yeah, let me know what you think about this right here. It's pretty. I was pretty happy about the setup and how it came out. Like it looks really professionally done. But I'm really happy with the outcome. But this is all the rest of the stuff that we got. Some gloves, batteries, a little light if I need to, and my gas tank for the pressure washer or the generator. Got some masks, and then my detail brushes here. I got the little bag for my drill brushes, and then I got the this right here, the Adams polished air cannon. Really good cannon. This is actually the second one that I had shipped to me, because the first one was shipped used. So I got it back. No complaints about the air cannon. It's really good for drying, so I don't need to use my air compressor for that. Another thing I have that you guys should add to your arsenal is definitely one of these ozone generators right here. Really good. Talked to a buddy about it, and he recommended me to get it because it's like an add-on you can add to one of your packages if you have. But it's really good. I use it on the truck right here, 4Runner, and it smells like brand new and on the inside. But you do have to, there's some precautions you got to take. Can't drive it like 2 to 3 hours depending on how long you left it in there, but if you follow all those precautions, you'll be fine and everything. But it does smell like a new car for sure whenever you use that. But that's pretty much it. I didn't do really any modifications over here at all. The only thing right here I did, so this is where I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I'll go ahead and pull this out. I'll be right back here. So I got to put my camera down. I went and go ahead and took the air cannon out, and this is another little mod that I did. It really didn't cost me no money. This bag that I used was on, I think it came with something else that I ordered online. It came with this bag, but what I use it for is pretty much so I won't have to scratch this when I'm filling up this hose, because I got it long enough so it can kind of be out of the truck so it doesn't wet the truck. So this is what I did. I just added this little bag piece right here, so I could fold it over like that. I mean, it's not too fancy, right? It's not fancy at all, but it works, right? So see, now I don't scratch my paint, I don't scratch the car. The hose that went in from there, right? I put it through here, drilled a hole through there. I attached some of these fittings right here that I got at the hardware store, and it's pretty much a quick disconnect. And this is the cap that I kind of made up just so I can cap it. But so that's a quick disconnect. And then the other piece that I have on my hose, it connects to here. I just turn the hose on and fill it up. But yeah, this I was really happy with as well, because it just saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go in. You're more efficient on filling up the water. It's just overall, it's really good idea that I was able to come up with to do this right here. But that's pretty much it. This is the other side of the truck. Nothing to it, but like I said, I'm gonna be wrapping the truck here in like a week or two, completely wrapping the truck with our logo, with our information, our number, and then powder coat the rims as well. So getting a pretty good deal from a local guy here near my area. But yeah, it's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty much all the setup right here that I got. I just laid it out. But yeah, once I completely wrap this truck, it's gonna be nice, real nice. Hey, so stay tuned to that video of I will be making a video when it's fully wrapped and the rim is powder coated, so you guys can check that out. It's gonna look really nice. Can't wait. But yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know. I hope this video helped anyone out there that's starting their business up, right? You don't got, like I said, you don't got to start big, like buying all this equipment that I have now. You can start small and then work your way up. But this is pretty much what I built up to now. So I didn't start with all of this. I started with like the small stuff, like all the big stuff, like pressure washer, the reel, the air hose, the DI rinse tank, extractor, all that stuff I did buy from scratch. But like I built up to having this truck right here. So just from the support of everybody, I do want to thank everyone for the support out here that we've had, friends, family, and then all the new clients out here that have supported us in this journey that we've built so far. So, but I hope this video helped any of you out there that are trying to start your own business. The setup, I haven't seen anyone really do a review, so I kind of wanted to do it to help everybody out and kind of just see what setup I have and hopefully help somebody out there. But that's pretty much it there. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment below and like and hit that subscribe button. Come on, help us out. But yeah, until next time, guys.